Okay, so we got the John Deere 595X here. We got a snowblower and a broom for it. So first things first, just like any equipment, we're gonna check the oil before we use it. To do that, come inside. We open these two handles. Lift the windshield up, and then the hood will lift, and you can kind of balance the windshield on the hood, just like that. Our coolant's right here. We check and make sure that the reservoir is full. Over on the other side, that's where our oil dipstick is. Normal operating range. Okay, so that's full. Got to make sure to close both of those to make sure that that's locked. We're looking to make sure that all the tires, that there's no flat tires on it. Both the doors are latched. Looking underneath for any leaks. No leaks. Gonna make sure nothing's jammed in the snowblower. Looks like it's pretty good to go. So now, as far as the tractor itself, got to make sure that the parking brake's set, and you can tell that by if you squeeze these two together. If you push this orange one down and push the pedal in, see how the pedal comes back? And now, if you push the parking brake down, and now you squeeze these two together and release, now the parking brake's locked, okay? This is a diesel, so it has glow plugs. There's not actually a glow plug indicator light. You just want to give it 5 seconds or so. Make sure that we're quarter throttle, half throttle, never start or stop in full throttle. If it doesn't want to start, the PTO switch is kind of finicky, so it might look like it's not engaged, but it actually is. So you just want to kind of jiggle that in and out a little bit, and then okay, so couldn't hear me there, but this top lever brings your snowblower up and down. This bottom lever does your chute rotation. Okay. And then there's a switch right over here, up and down, and what that does is that runs your deflector. Okay. We're always going to want our deflectors, almost never are you going to have it all the way up like this. You're always going to want to be controlling your snow, being cautious of rocks, things like that. Pretend like you're shooting rocks out of your snowblower chute at all times, so you don't ever point it towards cars, windows, people, right? Things like that. So we want to keep our deflector down as much as possible. It doesn't need to be down like this, but just down so that it's not throwing 50 feet, right? This switch right here engages your PTO. Pulled towards you is engaged. Pushed in is disengaged. Like I said, you might need to kind of just play with it a little bit to get the tractor to start. So we want to engage our broom and our snowblower at about half throttle, and then we operate both of them at full throttle. So that pretty much covers that. Disengage the parking brake, push in, just like I said before, push in. You push this orange lever down, and now the parking brake's disengaged. Forward, reverse. Super straightforward. Engage the parking brake, push it in, squeeze these two levers, parking brake's engaged. Over here is our four-wheel drive. We always want to be stopped to engage this. We should operate in two-wheel drive whenever we can. Four-wheel drive is for when it's icy, when you need it, right? But we don't need to be in four-wheel drive all the time. So engage that. See, there's a 2 and a 4. So tractor can be running, just want it stopped. And then up here, we got everything's labeled, right? Front lights, rear lights. We got our front wiper. Gotta have the key on, I think, for that to work. Front wiper. This one controls our fan. Right, middle is off. High is down. Low is up. So I don't know what this one or fan unit does. They don't seem to really do anything. So beyond that pretty much covers the tractor operations. Just so you saw that wiper thing. If the wiper doesn't work, it might be this switch here. You can also operate it from that, but you guys should just leave it on over here, and then you can just run it from right there, right? So, yep, that pretty much covers the tractor operations. The doors on this thing are a little sticky. We gotta make darn sure that they're closed before we go on the trailer. And we always put this machine on the trailer backwards, because then if you did forget to latch a door or it bounced open or something, the wind would keep the door shut. If we put the machine on forwards, the wind would rip the door open, probably break some glass. The glass on this machine is really expensive, so we don't want to do that. Here's where you fuel up. This is a diesel, okay? Always, it's got a big red cap. It says diesel on it, but always make sure that you know if the machine that you're fueling up, if it's a diesel or a gas, okay? Super important, and in the winter, we want to run straight number 1. If you're ever at a gas station, don't put number 2 in. What we have in our service tanks, that's always mixed, so you don't need to worry about that. Yeah, that pretty much covers the basic operations of the 595X.